first off, thank you, Skip. When you stood up and said that you had a guest, I thought for sure you were fixing to slam me from up here at the head table, that I was at his desk today, but I appreciate that. Dan, I'm glad you're here. Hey, it's good to see everybody. I don't get to make the visits every Friday like I used to, but I do try to come as often as I can.
Well, isn't your boss here today?
Yes, and I told somebody, he said they saw both of us here, and I said smart minds think alike, so.
Stink alike.
Yeah, stink alike. It's Young Citizenship Award time, and first off I'd like to thank the committee that helped along the way. And it gets to be a tougher decision every year because the nominees are just phenomenal kids. You know, that's the only word I can think of using at this time. Right now I'd like to introduce our special guest. We have, and our special guest is Anna Downs, but I'm going to introduce her special guest. We have her mother here today, Mandy Downs, her father Daniel, her sister Maya. We have the school counselor, Miss Patrice Mitchell, and we also have the principal, Miss Kenosha Coleman. Glad to have y'all here today. I don't think I left anybody out. Special thanks to you, Patrice. Very instrumental. The counselor not only plays a big factor in the kids, but they help us with the information we need, and I thank you. I know it took some of your time, and I appreciate that. The Young Citizenship Award the recipient is a 5th grader of local elementary school. It's on a local level. It does not go any further than that, and we use all the Daugherty County schools, Lee County schools, the private schools, and the surrounding county schools. So it's a big selection where it comes from. So, and when you get a recipient from every school, one of them always stands out, and Anna stood out. So just, you know, and I'm going to highlight that here directly, but it's, you know, again, it's just on the local level, but it's still a very important award. The Young Citizenship Award, again, is picked from the 5th grader of the schools, and it's based on this criteria, or these criteria: citizenship, attitude, academics, service, leadership, and sportsmanship, not necessarily in that order or one more important than the other. It's a well-rounded is what this actually goes for, and that's what always kind of starts pointing down, finalizing who will be the recipient. I usually try to highlight the accomplishments and some of the reasons why we choose this person, and I usually highlight it on my paperwork, and if y'all all can see here, you see the yellow highlights and the red marks. So that right there is some great accomplishments, and I'm just going to hit on these just for a few things and try to keep this short. Anna Downs is from Lake Park Elementary School. Just hitting on a few things again. Anna repeatedly displays quiet boldness and drive for excellence that is far beyond what is expected of a typical 5th grader. That kind of stood out. Anna goes beyond the definition of just another good student. You might even say that Anna is a model adult in a child's body. She is responsible well beyond her years, resourceful and driven to succeed at whatever task she takes on. Just going to skip through a few things. Anna always shows excellent sportsmanship in any activity. Something that I highlighted, she is a natural leader. Being a 5th grade girl sometimes is hard, but Anna is always kind and considerate of her classmates. Her even temper allows her to communicate effectively and to work in small groups consistently, even when 5th grade girls may act like typical 5th grade girls. So she stands out among her peers. Anna tries to bring peace to what sometimes may seem like a hopeless situation. Sometimes adults often struggle to do. She does through empathy and a sense of fairness. So she, again, a young student with adult tempers. You know, she's able to take care of a lot of different things. Anna is also a very compassionate person who is extremely sensitive to the needs of people around her. She is often on the playground seeking out the student who is alone and being picked on by other students, and that's a big thing these days. We see a lot of that, and a lot of things, TV programs, commercials on bullying, so she stands out right there. She wears a smile, kind word, and maybe even gives a little advice to make the situation better. Outside of school, she's very helpful in Sunday school. She she goes every Sunday and helps set up for Sunday school class before the children arrive. Anna's mother was raising money for the Habitat for Humanity trip to Haiti. Anna purchased bracelets with her own money and gave them out to kids who hadn't purchased them, so they would know what the need and what the purpose for the Haiti trip was. One thing that this stands out a lot among anything, this is a lot of us pointed towards school and what goes on in school, but outside of life is very important. Outside of school life is very important too. At the young 5th grader age, she has a scuba certification. She was the youngest person in her class. She helped grown men, and I'd hate to say I would probably be one of those men if I was in a scuba class. She helped grown men complete the required work with her quiet, encouraging nature. They had to break the lesson down so the men could understand it that Anna had already understood. So, you know, that says a lot. Anna was so proud to help even more. She was more prouder because she had the highest score in the class. So she's way ahead of us men folks. Anna definitely strives to push the limits of her ability in different arenas, from academics to athletics to arts. Anna's desire to exceed is overwhelming. And I'm just going to fixing to end this here pretty rapidly. Just some of her accomplishments. All A honor roll for several years. Class Citizenship Award, and this is Young Citizenship Award. See the resemblance? Student Council, Spanish Award, Laker of the Year, Music Award, Spelling Bee runner-up, Top 10 Accelerated Reader Point earner, Community Theater participant, member of the Duke University Talent Identification Program, a swim team member, National Piano Player District winner. I mean, it can go on and on, so I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. And again, highlighting the scuba diver. I'm going to read the last sentence that Ms. Patrice Mitchell put down on this, and this has always stood out since we got the criteria in. She leads by example, strives for excellence, and shares her passion and compassion in a very humble yet remarkable little personality. I may not have read that right now, I apologize. In my 30 years of counseling, I probably should have said 10, it wouldn't quite sound so bad. 30 years of counseling, I would rank her character and leadership among the top 1% of the students I've known. 30 years worth of counseling, 1%. I think we owe We're honored to have Anna Downs as our recipient. Anna, please come forward. At this time, I'm going to make 2 award presentations. Everybody, this is Anna Downs. First, I'm going to give you a Young Citizenship Award that you can hang on your wall or put on your desk or wherever you'd like to do it. And a normal thing that the Exchange Club nationally gives out to this recipient is a Webster's Thesaurus, and I still don't really know what this is used for, so I'm sure you already know. But so that tells you where some of us men fit. Now, maybe not all of them, but some of us may not know what that's for. And at this time, I'm going to let you turn around. I'm going to let our president make you a presentation also.
Anna, it gives me great pleasure to present you to this check. And I'm sure you'll probably want to go out and spend it on some scuba equipment. Scuba diving, and you're already certified. Gosh, I'm glad Ralph Poskin's not here. Maybe that's the reason he's not here. He heard that you were coming. He's an instructor for scuba, and he just didn't want to get showed up. Congratulations to you, sweetheart. He's going.
I'd like to thank my teachers, Miss Moore Williams, Miss Mitchell, and Miss Coleman for nominating me. And I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me. And I'd like to thank you guys for the award.
concludes that.